quick review of the John Deere 624K wheel loader. I'm fairly new running this thing, so I had lots of questions for myself, and some of the other operators didn't have a clue, and some of the other operators did. So I just wanted to show you guys basically how the controls work on this thing, and maybe if you're new to wheel loaders, this will help you out, as I searched the internet hunting for the same thing. So yeah, this is the John Deere 624K. We are at a pellet plant currently, picking up lots of wood chips and stuff. But so I had lots of questions from people when I first started recording videos about the different controls, and this is a very dusty loader. So you have your main control panel over here. This is for basically running all the attachments. Yeah, sounds good. This is for basically all the main stuff that goes on with the machine. So this guy up here is your start. So when your machine's turned off, you click this one time and it'll start the kind of diagnostics, get everything rolling, start up the power, everything. Then you press and hold down that button and it'll start up. This is if you want to stop it. Turns the machine off, entirely dead stop. Make sure you let it cool down before you turn it off. Strobes, hazards. This engages and disengages your hydraulics. So if you push and hold this in, my joystick doesn't do anything. So that was one thing I didn't have a clue about when I first started. So again, press, hold, release, it will turn it back on. So then your joystick is now live. That's your parking brake. In order to turn that on, just press and hold. Make sure you're in neutral. If you're not in neutral, you'll get a big warning pop up on here that says stop. So make sure you're in neutral before you turn your parking brake off. Return to dig, automatic transmission. That's a, what is that, stable ride or easy ride or whatever. Transmission disconnect. That's if you want to use your other pedals. So you got like this dual set of pedals. So you got a gas, brake, and then this brake pedal is actually connected. Now if you have this engaged, it'll make it so that when you press down this pedal, it disengages the transmission. So that way you can actually put more power into the gas while you're firing away to make your load go up a little faster. These are your cutoffs for your bucket height, bucket lower. I believe that's for your diff lock, spin control. I think that's just to detach your bucket, air conditioning, heated mirrors, window wiper stuff, window wiper fluid, window wiper, all your lights. Not sure what that one is. That's something to do with your diff lock, I think, maybe. I don't know, I've never played with those ones. And then this is window wipers and more lights and stuff. So yeah, so those are your main controls. On your main actual stick, so if you pull your stick back, here, I'm just gonna disengage this. So if you pull your main stick back, so as you're pulling it back this way, it'll actually raise the boom up of the whole machine. If you push it forward, it will drop the boom down. Okay, so then when we have the boom up a little bit, if you push this stick to the left, it will make it go up, curl up towards the sky. If you push it to the right, it will make it dump the bucket and pour the stuff out that's in the head. Yeah, pretty straightforward. These other buttons on top here, so this one's just an extra button. We don't have it actually hooked up to anything on this loader. It's got a gear down, gear up, so, and speed up. So on this little monitor, so in the very back here, you actually have a trigger. So if you click this, it puts it in forward gear. You put it in the middle, it keeps it neutral, and if you push the bottom again, it does reverse. So neutral, forward, neutral, reverse. And that's kind of what switches you between gears. And then on this little screen, if I hold this right, if I push these buttons up on the top here, so if I push this one up, it'll actually change my speed mode. So I'll actually go down one. So now we're in third. If we put it in drive, this lets you just kind of manually gear it down so that life's a little bit easier if you're pushing up piles or doing stuff you want to slow down. You can also use turn off automatic transmission. You can shift manually using those same gears too. And again, this one doesn't do anything. So Other than that, this one does not have a shifter, but some of them have a shifter on this side. Up is forward, center is neutral, and then back is reverse. This one doesn't have them because it's actually on the triggers itself. Yeah, horn in the middle if you need to tell people, turn signals, up, down, and then your spin wheel rotates your cab right and left. Pretty straightforward. Another thing that I didn't know, because I was kind of a noob, was on these doors, so if you flick it open all the way, it'll actually like lock in place. Now there's these little lever bars on the side here. If you just pull that, it'll disconnect it and close it so that you can keep it all locked up and shut. Again, this is another one that, the other one I had no idea, because I was like, I accidentally locked it open one time, so I swung it open and I was like, oops, if it would lock. And I was like, oh God, how do I unlock it? Because I couldn't figure out, like, there was no thingy on this edge here, so there's nothing to grab. Anyway, it turns out it's like this little switch like way back here. So you just push that in and it unlocks it. So then you can swing it shut. I know it's kind of simple newbie stuff, but stuff I didn't know. There's your air conditioning controls to crank it up and lower. I think it's got like USB ports or something. Stuff I haven't touched. Another thing that's really kind of important that I didn't know was your seat. So this lever on your seat, if you pull it up, it'll let you slide backwards and forwards if you have longer legs or shorter legs. And then this guy, sorry I'm upside down here, this guy will actually let you add air to your seat. So this button lowers it, this button raises it. It'll put air pressure into your seat, or it'll let pressure out. We want to keep our pressure high. And that basically will do the kind of like the bounce in your seat while you're traveling so that you don't get completely roasted. Yeah. Other than that, I just wanted to give you that because if anybody else was starting new, it's kind of nice to know what stuff does so you don't look like a total idiot when you get in. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one. See ya.